Let's go to Eminem, his response on Instagram for his comment on the Young M.A. song that you loved, that I loved, unaccommodating.
Yes. So
about the Ariana, go ahead.
Yes, like so.
Go into this because I didn't hear it.
Oh, okay, so well,
you didn't hear the song?
I heard the song.
Okay,
I didn't hear.
So the song. So that's what I'm saying. Like, okay, so he wrote an apology because people were taking offense to the lyrics in that song. So what do you
know
guys?
The lyric?
Which lyric?
Sorry,
cut you off.
No, it's okay.
I mean, wait, do you remember? Let's say what the lyric was.
Is it the Ariana Grande lyric?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like the bombers. Yeah. It was like, pretty much he was, in other words, like, metaphorically, like saying that, he's gonna come and murder it, and like I'm in the Ariana Grande.
Yeah, exactly. I can get the
concert, exact. Waiting to bomb, something like that. He said,
but it was just a metaphor. People took it.
I mean, but he was going in on that song, and it was so good. So like, I get it. People went through, some hard times. So it is a sensitive topic, but I agree with his letter.
Do you want to read his letter?
Sure.
Let's see what M said. I addressed some of this last week. I have my opinion, but I'm going to let you guys sound off on this. Eminem, because Eminem at the time didn't respond when I commented on this, and now he wrote a letter on Instagram.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. He says, gentle listener. In today's gentle listener. In today's wonderful world, murder has become so common that we as a society are obsessed and fascinated by it. I thought, why not make a sport of it and murder over beats? So before you jump the gun, please allow me to explain. This album is not made for the squeamish. If you are easily offended or unnerved over the screams of bloody murder, this may not be the collection for you. Certain selections have been designed to shock the conscience, which may cause positive action. Unfortunately, darkness has truly fallen upon us. So you see, murder in this instance isn't always literal nor pleasant. These bars are only meant for the sharpest knives in the drawer. For the victims of this album, may you rest peacefully. For the rest of you, please listen more closely next time. Good night, with deepest sympathy. Eminem.
I love it.
That was a good response.
So
man.
good.
That was a good response.
Like, thank you. Good night. Yeah.
That was a good response.
Yeah.
I love it so much.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Because it's. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I feel what he's saying. Like, right? If it's not for everybody, and if you don't like it, don't listen to it.
That's it.
Because, he made it not to offend anybody, but it's like he said, he's trying to make a sport out of it. Like, this is what's really going on in the world. And he's just, putting it into his art, into his music.
Me, it's like, it's because I feel like as a society, we've gotten too politically correct. We've gotten too safe.
Sensitive.
We've gotten too much. There's too many safe zones and safe spaces. And like, if you know anything about Eminem, his brand isn't, like he said, isn't for the squeamish. Like,
right.
This isn't the first horrible thing he's talked about. He's talked about the Columbine shooting before. He's talked about 9/11 before. Like, this isn't the first thing to address. This isn't the first tragedy that he's addressed in his music.
I agree.
If you're that type of person that's gonna just be squeamish and be offset by the things that he mentions, one, you don't know Eminem. Two, this isn't the type of music for you. Go listen to something else that is.
I'm sure that comment was pulled by someone who's not an Eminem fan. Like you said, if you can't be an Eminem fan or know anything about Eminem and take offense to like a lyric like that. But I do like his response in the sense of, as opposed to like a lot of rappers, what happens is, right, they apologize. And I don't like that people called it an apology letter because it wasn't.
Yeah, it wasn't.
But he flipped it. He was like, no, I'm not going to be like, apologetic. But he did it in a way that kind of like killed him, softly.
In a sarcastic Eminem way.
In a sarcastic Eminem way. Mm-hmm. And respect, man. That he did
respect.
That.
And we like that.
I wanted to say a few things about it. I'm surprised that you guys liked it. I'm surprised.
Like,
I'll tell you.
The letter or the song?
The album.
Oh, yeah. Why are you surprised? You're surprised I liked it?
Are we going to talk about the album? You want to talk about the album? Because I don't want to leave this topic just yet. We're going to talk about the album.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's stay on this topic then.
This topic, to add to this topic, I said this last week, is that in hip hop, like I said, we can't not let people say what they have to say. We have to be at a place where we think it's offensive, but it's okay to say because people have the right to say what they want to say. You don't like it, don't listen to it.
Yeah.
And M is not the only person. I said this before, Biggie's, his line, blow up like the World Trade in that song, right? They cut that out a lot of times. I don't know if you remember, he says, blow up like the World Trade. And they just cut it out if it plays on the radio. Trippie Redd says Columbine in one of his songs. It's just like as a reference of like you said, like
blowing up, like I'm dope.
Yeah.
I'm hot.
And in the past, people, like even Tupac's crew called themselves Gaddafi. A lot of rappers have used those as references for themselves.
Yeah, it's just a form of expression.
You can't know about hip-hop if you don't know that, right? That's a common theme, right?
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
And Eminem, right after that lyric, he says, he starts mentioning like Saddam Hussein, Bin Laden. It's like crazy.
Somebody that's lyrical is going to come with some real shit to speak about. And I feel like that's something to speak about, not something you don't think to speak about, but in the sense you're gonna put it in an album and make it sound like something. So